Well, absolutely not done yet. Hey, everybody, good to see you. I'm meteorologist Ed Hanna. I want to thank Amanda Cox and Matt Broderick here. They took you through, right on through last night before the first flakes flew, and right on through the overnight into all day today. Been giving you updates on the AccuWeather channel right here on WFMZ. And I want to thank you, our viewers, so much for not only sending us emails, kind of acting as a network of reporters. Keep those emails coming in. Let us know what you got, but also just for allowing us to serve in this capacity to provide you with the freshest information here as far as news and weather here for eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. We're grateful for it, and we're going to continue to work very hard here in the Storm Center and throughout our newsroom to deserve and to earn your trust. But I thank you so much for doing that. And as far as what we've got numbers here, and I want to thank everybody. We've getting lots and lots of emails here. Bethlehem, Easton, or Emmaus, Morgantown, Coatesville, you can see 3 to 7 inches. That seems to be the average in a 4, 5, 6 inch range. 7.2 Clinton Township, White House 6.5. You see Atlantic City 10.5, Philadelphia 5.3, Percy 7, King of Prussia 5.8. Look at this, Bayville, Ocean County, New Jersey 13 inches. You get into Wilmington 6.1. Temperatures very, very cold out there. It looks like, well, we've had some brightening skies, some even peaks of sun. It looks like we've got another little tiny batch of moisture that'll drift up and into our area. It's the wind. That's the big factor, going to continue to really blow. Wind chills already single digits. Here at the station, we've got a wind chill 1 degree. That's what it feels like, and that's heading here below zero wind chills for our overnight hours tonight, and that'll continue into the early part of tomorrow morning. So if you're planning on when they head out to work tomorrow, to school, the boys and girls, if they don't have delays, of course, with this blowing snow around, and obviously that could be a factor as well, something to be aware of. Look at this storm, this moisture as it lifted up and into our area. Still have kind of one little last gasp that just kind of creeped up on the Doppler radar. Take a look. Past 6 hours, those darker shades of blue where it came down 1 inch per hour. We do have kind of the last gasp here, so a bit of lingering snow moving from south to north into our area here through the afternoon hours, a dusting up to 1 inch possible in some locations. You can see here just in eastern Chester County back towards Philadelphia. That'll lift up and into the area. It may not affect everywhere, but again, a bit of snow still possible here. We may not be done. These isobars tightly packed, lots of wind, and that wind going to be a problem with blowing and drifting snow, not to count the fact that we could see a little bit of extra snow here on top of what we've already gotten. But if you want to take measurements, try to find an area that's not been really affected by the wind. That's very hard to find, but to try to find 4 areas that have been not really touched, maybe blocked by some buildings, and if you can get maybe 3, 4 measurements, take 4 measurements, add it together, divide it by 4, take the average, and that's a real good idea of what you've received. But that wind, again, even where places have plowed through, or even places that the roads have been salted and they're just wet, you're seeing in big open fields the snow drift across back onto the roadways. Again, continues to cause problems on the roadways. And for the roads and traffic, let's check in with Rick Edwards. I know he's been doing a great job. I hear him up there talking to police. He's checking in to let us know how things are going on the roads. What are we looking at, Rick?
You know, we still have that closure in Berks County on Interstate 78. Actually, both directions, 78 eastbound. All traffic must exit at Route 61 in Tilden Township. They're going to put you on the old 22. You get through the Hamburg area all the way to Lenhartsville to get back onto the interstate. Now, westbound traffic must exit at Lenhartsville, again on the old 22, and you got to get out to Charlottesville to get back onto the interstate to continue westbound. So the series of accidents and problems that we've had on 78 has caused the road to close, and it remains that way as they have some whiteout conditions every once in a while with that wind blowing like Ed was talking about. So again, 78 problems continue through the northern townships there. Now they had problems out by Strausstown as well near exit 19. That should be all clear by now. Here in the Allentown, Bethlehem, and Easton area, we're looking good on 378 from 22 down to the Bethlehem area. Some slick conditions on those exit ramps, on and off ramps on all the highways. You have to be careful, and we've been watching traffic moving very slow on the interstate past 33 and the Hellertown area. And that's the way it should be. Just take it easy. That's the way you should travel throughout the region with the road conditions the way they are. 309, they still have that problem with the tractor trailer and the fluid spill on 309 near Mountain Road. This is in Lynn Township near the Schuylkill County line. 200 gallons of fuel spilled in that area, so it's going to take a while to clean that up. And one crash still working in Upper Macungie Township, Independent Road and Shantz Road. This is right by Hamilton Boulevard there in Upper Mac as you get on to head into Berks County, where 222 runs slow through Maxatawny, Richmond, and Maiden Creek townships, but no accidents reported. And that's the way it is now. Let's get back down to Ed for that forecast.
Thanks, Rick, so much. Yeah, let's wrap it up here and just encourage you to stay with us every half hour, leading right on up to 69 News starting at 5 o'clock for the very freshest, latest news and information, of course, sports, and the latest on your AccuWeather forecast. Real quickly, lingering snow and flurries. Still could see another dusting up to an inch in some locations. 25 degrees, that northwest wind 20 to 30. The blowing snow a big factor. Later tonight, windy, very cold. Again, continue to talk about blowing snow, wind chills well below zero, already single digits, northwest winds 12 to 25 miles per hour. And then as we get into our day tomorrow, breezy, cold, clouds and sun. That northwest wind will diminish, but not till tomorrow night. 10 degrees, that's not the daytime high. We're calling 22 degrees. In fact, here it is, your daytime high. 6 degrees, the record for tomorrow, 3 set back in 1944. The 10 degrees we're forecasting is for tonight. 22 for your daytime high tomorrow. Wednesday, 31. Look at this. Into the 30s for Wednesday and Thursday, 40s for Friday, most likely low 50s for our Saturday and Sunday. So it looks like, of course, that's oftentimes how March is. A bit of a roller coaster month. It's oftentimes known for some pretty wacky weather. That's what we're experiencing right now. So be careful. Blowing snow. Still could see another dusting to an inch in some locations here through the afternoon hours before it's kind of the last gasp as far as the precipitation. But the blowing snow a factor tonight. 6-day forecast. Lots more information in just a bit. It's coming in, but of course, National Weather Service official spotters getting some of these numbers in as well. Bethlehem 4 inches, Emmaus 5, Morgantown 7.5, Coatesville 7, trying to get at least one reading from all the counties in our viewing area. You get to Clinton, New Jersey, definitely New Jersey, the bullseye. White House 6.9, Atlantic City 11.3, Philadelphia 9.3 inches, Percy 9.5, King of Prussia 5.8, Bayville, Ocean County, New Jersey 13 inches seems to be the highest amount, 9.7 in Wilmington. Clearly, the eastern and southern portions of our viewing area. If you draw a line from Philadelphia and then kind of cut up through New Jersey, that seems to be, and that makes sense because that seems to be where the heaviest precipitation has been. Temperatures, definitely a factor, but really the wind, clearly the biggest factor as we continue to talk about a good amount of blowing snow. That will continue all night and a good part of the day tomorrow, and very cold temperatures. Already wind chills in the single digits. Northern tier counties, negative territory. You're seeing single digits everywhere else with the exception of Philadelphia. Take a look how this storm curled up and into the area. Just one tiny little batch of precipitation that's drifting up. This is how it looked 6 hours ago, those dark shades of blue. We're getting an inch or two per hour for a short period of time. But you can see some parts of Chester, back into Montgomery, Bucks, and this is all kind of moving up to the north and east, having some slow progress getting up, but eventually it's kind of it's shrinking as it is moving up to the north and east. But we still could see another dusting up to maybe a coating to an inch in some locations. Other than that, the low pulls away. These isobars tightly pack, lots and lots of wind, which clearly is going to cause, if we do see a little bit of extra precipitation here over the next couple of hours and through the afternoon. And not everywhere we'll see that, but anywhere that's already been plowed or wet, we can see a good amount of snow drifting back or blowing back in some locations on the roadways. How does that affect your traffic and traveling plans? Rick Edwards standing by upstairs right now in the traffic center. Rick, how are things looking?
You know, not too bad around the Allentown, Bethlehem, and Easton area. We look good on the Interstate 22 runs as well. We have no problems up and down 309 either side of 22. We do have that problem up at Lynn Township, 309 and Mountain Road, a disabled tractor trailer and a massive fluid spill, so that's going to be a while. Now, the big problem we've had all morning long, and it continues here into the afternoon, Interstate 78 in Berks County. Eastbound 78 is closed from 61 to Lenhartsville. Westbound 78 closed from Lenhartsville to Charlottesville. Now, they expect this to remain closed until 6 o'clock tonight. Now, I don't know what the status is of cleaning up the accidents. Several accidents reported through those areas because of the heavy snow from this morning and the whiteout conditions that they have off and on with the high winds through the area. But 78 remains closed. Again, westbound closed from Lenhartsville to Charlottesville. Eastbound is closed from 61 to Lenhartsville. So lots of extra traffic on 22. They keep that thing closed through 6 o'clock. We're going to have real jams through the northern townships of Berks County. No other problems. Well, one accident reported now, 222 and Hilltop Road in Maxatawny Township. And like I say, no problems reported in the Lehigh Valley area as we still have the light traffic volume on the major highways through Allentown, Bethlehem, and Easton. Let's get back downstairs now to Ed and find out what the forecast has in store for us.
So much. We're going to wrap it up here, give you a quick recap, and then invite you to tune in at 4 o'clock for our next update. 25 degrees, lingering snow and flurries. It's still some lingering bit of light snow. Let's put it that way. Could see a dusting on up to an inch in some locations here. Some places may not see that at all, but we'll keep a close eye on that. Again, give you another update in an hour at 4 o'clock. Northwest winds 20 to 30. Gusts could be higher than that than your night tonight. 10, the record 8 set back in 1925. Windy, very cold. Wind chills below 0. For your day tomorrow, breezy, cold, clouds and sun. And for those of you that don't like this weather, and after a very cold day tomorrow, lows down to 6. Look at that, the record 3 set back in 1943. We get into the 30s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday 45, 50s by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. So keep those totals coming in. Thanks for all your emails, and we will see you at 4 o'clock.